How are you ready? Okay, good. Okay, so just a very short video on planting these guys. I'm going to call these branches, okay? Because they're not seedlings. I cut them, trimmed them today. And this is video number 2. I should note that maybe in the description or something. First video was just cutting and taking larger cuttings and this, putting them into water. These are the cuttings that I'm going to pot to try to root. So just start with a pot. It's going to give you some drainage. These things like a lot of water, but they don't want to be standing in water, so make sure your pot has a bit of drainage. We're going to put some soil in there, and then halfway up we're going to add some of this food. If nothing else, I guess it's going to be a nutrient that they're going to go after. Hopefully the roots will come out after and seek, but I'm not going to fill this all the way up to the top. I'm going to only fill it to about here, about this high. So about halfway up I will just put a little screening of this in so that there's air around where the roots are going to end up coming out. And I want to make it nice and easy and nice and loose. Don't want to pack it in too tight so that the roots can get out. And hopefully that'll work. Let's see. No, this is not how I normally empty a bag of soil. This thing, I don't know, just got ripped while it was in the shed over the winter. So I can't really do it any other way that I can figure. Okay, so we've got, this gets us pretty much to about halfway. See, it's good rich soil, not much peat in it, but this is more of a lawn soil, but any soil should do. So now I will put a little layer of food in there. There we go. Nothing too crazy. And now we'll put another couple of inches of dirt, put the plants in, and then give them some water, let them sit. So this is about as much as I want to put in there. Now we just stick the branches in. Okay, so I'm going to do about yay much, let's say 3 inches, and that's about it. And everything's nice and loose in there. This will compact, obviously, right? This soil will go down quite a ways, but for now it's nice and loose. Lots of air and lots of space for the roots to come out. I did clear, if I had any major buds near the bottom of the plant, I did scrape them off, just because again I think that will also help it want to grow roots as opposed to leaves out of that spot. That's going to be underground starting now. And longer ones I'll put in deeper. And again, I don't know, if any of these rooted, I would be happy. Maybe a little surprised too. But, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if none of them rooted. If I can get 50% of these guys rooting, I'm rootin' tootin'. I'll take the buds off of this one. This is my first time doing this. I have no idea if this will work, but it's based on sound principle. My parents are big time gardeners and big time planters, and I kind of got a green thumb from them. Alright, so that's it. Now we water it and we let it sit and just see if we'll know within, oh, I'd say a week not much more than a week. If they're alive and they're starting to root, or at least taking in water to begin with, that would be what you're hoping for. The buds will keep growing, so they'll open up, and we'll start to see leaves growing. That's how you'll know if these are live. If not, they'll become dry and just die. So let's see how they go. Okay, so here's what the final product looks like. Sorry for the bad edit there, but my camera just kicked out for some reason, don't know why. So here is all the branches stuck in there, and I've watered it, and I will water this probably every day. I will want the soil moist to the touch. And you can see, because it's got good drainage and it's got this underneath, I'm not too worried about there being standing water in there, but we do want it pretty moist because they like moisture. So that's the the second video on the clipping stuck in the soil. There's sort of the culmination of the first video, which was the larger cuttings, and the next thing I'll do is the seeds. I'll extract seeds from the pods and plant those. And this, just for your reference, is my lemon tree. So about 2.5 years ago, I just wanted lemons, because when life gives you seeds, plant lemons. So I planted this one. I germinated a seed and grew this one from scratch. It's probably about 3/4 of an inch thick yet. I think it needs to be a good, inch or two before it starts to flower. So, it's alive, looking beautiful, smelling like lemons. So hopefully the pussy willows will do as well. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see how we do.